A developing story now. An NYPD watchdog group says more than 100 officers are guilty of misconduct during the 2020 Black Lives Matter protests.
CBS 2's Bauman covered the protest and has the latest from the newsroom.
The Civilian Complaint Review Board, CCRB, is still investigating the more than 300 complaints made against NYPD officers stemming from the 2020 protests. So far, it has substantiated over 1/3 of those allegations, which were made against 104 police officers. The CCRB began its investigation last summer after receiving hundreds of complaints relating to the behavior of NYPD officers in the 2020 Black Lives Matter protests. At this point, the review board is recommending the highest level of discipline for 61 officers, whom they say should face an administrative trial. However, the CCRB claims the NYPD has already waived discipline for 14 of those officers and has only disciplined 10 of the 61 officers. Additionally, the CCRB says it has hit several roadblocks during its 18-month investigation, including identifying the officers in the complaints. The CCRB says that's because some officers were covering their names and shield during the protests, wearing protective equipment that does not belong to them, and were not properly using body-worn cameras, all of which are violations of police protocol. In a statement, the CCRB interim chair said in part New Yorkers have waited a long time to see accountability for the misconduct that occurred in the 2020 protests. When the CCRB completes its investigation, it will release a report with recommendations on how the NYPD can improve training and protest response. In the newsroom, Bauman, CBS 2 News.
We have reached out to the NYPD and Police Officers Union for comment. We have not heard back.